r/AskReddit. Tourists of Reddit, what places should we absolutely visit in Europe? Anyone said Prague yet? Denmark, Bornholm. Great place during the summer. Less nice rest of the year. End July is my recommendation. Copenhagen is very nice. But I'm from the UK and York and Edinburgh are nice too. Tallinn in Estonia. Me and my partner wanted to visit Finland, but it was too expensive. But we found Tallinn much more interesting anyway. We took a ferry to Helsinki for the day. Beautiful city. Friendly people. Interesting history. Belgium. Great towns such as Ypres, Brugge, Ghent. Brussels is quite nice as well. Athens. Super reasonably priced. Awesome friendly people and amazing sights. Black Forest and the foothills of the Alps. Neuschwanstein in Bavaria. Stoke. Don't forget Milton Keynes either. Mont Saint Michel, France. Better off season. The Vatican, disregarding any religious beliefs, it is an absolutely breathtaking building, and the inside is incredibly ornate and extravagant. Iceland. Fun fact, more like a thrifty LPT. Iceland Air lets you do layovers on your way cross Atlantic, us/Canada to England/France. I've done this trick before. Likely available for any that are days long, at no extra cost. If I remember right, I even got a break on hotels and free transport to / from the hotel. You can literally piggyback a beautiful little, relatively reasonably priced vacation onto an existing trip. Rome. The Eternal City, and in general Italy, that has 59 UNESCO sites. Buona fortuna. Vilnius, a hidden gem point you can spend 4 days and never get bored by the veracity of the city. Edit 2k likes. Thank you so much. I have written a separate comment. What did I do in Vilnius? It has been 2 years, so I hope I will update with more. The Schönbrunn Palace in Vienna. Yeah, the palace is nice and all inside, but the real treat is the gardens. They're gorgeously tended. The Palm House is a pinnacle immo. Gorgeous late Victorian wrought iron metal work. West Country in England, where I grew up and live. We have some fantastic countryside, towns and cities. Bristol is a great city with all sorts of neighborhoods, thriving arts and food scenes, great street parties / outdoor events, street pools, carnival, Bristol Balloon Fiesta, plenty of historic places to go to. Bath, Bradford-on-Avon, Lacock, Frome, Glastonbury, Wells, Salisbury and Stonehenge to name a few. Cheddar Gorge has great scenery and driving roads, and Weston-super-Mare is a quintessential English seaside town. Otherwise I would recommend Cardiff, Exeter, Portsmouth, Dublin, Belfast, Dubrovnik, Mostar, Amsterdam, Poznan, Gdansk/Sopot. Scotland for its absolute beauty and for the feeling that someone is talking a foreign language to you when they're really not. Lake Como, Italy. Possibly the most beautiful place I've ever been. It was a last stop in northern Italy, and it was an amazing way to unwind by the water and eat a ton of amazing pizza after a couple weeks of traveling, walking, biking, etc. I'm gonna be honest with you. Bosnia, Montenegro and Albania were some of the best places I've visited in Europe. Other than that, northern Italy, Paris and Germany in general are amazing as well. And so is Vienna and Budapest. Also, if you're into hiking or nature, visiting Slovenia is a must-do as well. Thank you for your honesty. Svalbard. Check it out. While everyone is continuing mentioning the usual tourist hotspots, I'll take the time and mention a few that you probably won't hear much about otherwise. Heidelberg, Germany. Krakow, Poland. Lake Garda, Italy. The whole region around Lake Garda is amazing. Vilnius, Lithuania. Lake Baikal, Russia. Northern Finland, Sweden, or Norway, especially during midwinter or midsummer. I'll post a picture I took today. While everyone is continuing mentioning the usual tourist hotspots, I'll take the time and mention a few that you probably won't hear much about otherwise. Mentions Garda, probably the most touristy place in Italy after Rome and Florence. 1. Budapest. Spent 4 weeks here with the family and I have to say it simply wasn't enough. We consider this to be one of the best cities in Europe hands down. Here's a list of places you should check out when in Budapest. 2. Paris. People keep saying this place is overrated, but I've lived there for 3 years and the place and people were amazing. Other great places to visit are Florence, Edinburgh, Prague, Malta. Krakow for me. Cheap and a lot of possible day trip. Old city? You have it. History? Auschwitz for a day. Big city? Warsaw for a day. Nature? Zakopane for a day. Nature plus history. Salt mine for a day. Food are excellent. Seville, Spain. I will not recommend any major tourist attraction, because the lesser ones are actually still beautiful and fun to visit. Tallinn, a city to spend hot summer in. White nights, not nights, in late June. And it almost never gets over 25 degrees Celsius. Wrocław and Krakow, 2 Polish highlights. And it is close to the Tatras from Krakow. Brasov, a fascinating Romanian city. Sopron, with a very beautiful old center not that far from either Vienna or Budapest. Veliko Tarnovo, the old city of the Bulgarian emperors. Situated in fascinating landscape. Mostar in Bosnia, eerily beautiful, especially at night. Switzerland, if you wanna spend a lot of money. Lake Bled, Slovenia, Kledvis National Park, Zadar, and Zagreb, Croatia. Rothenburg ob der Tauber, Germany. Hallstatt, Austria. Cambridge, England. Snowdonia, Wales. Glencoe, Isle of Skye, Edinburgh, Glasgow, and Scottish Isles, Scotland. My 2 favorite places in the world are Edinburgh and Amsterdam. Both such chill places for a good pub crawl. Edinburgh has so much history and it feels very atmospheric. Amsterdam is loads of fun and everyone is just trying to have a good time. Edit. In contrast, do not waste time with Geneva. I am also not overly fond of Paris myself, but that is because I worked there for 6 months and hated it. Bonus suggestion is Tallinn in Estonia. Awesome place. The best ones that are also known, in my personal favorite order: Edinburgh, London, Rome, Porto, Barcelona, Montpellier. French knowledge recommended. Brought to you by a German. And yes, I've been to all these places and many more. I do travel a lot. Enjoy. Galway, Ireland. Lofoten Islands in the north of Norway. Amazingly beautiful. IDK if this has been said yet. Dubrovnik, Croatia. Beautiful city. And X200B. Edit. I know it's overpriced and overcrowded. Visit the Dubrovnik Old Town. Definitely. But if you're going to stay in Croatia, stay somewhere else. Don't spend too much time there. Berlin, Germany. Really cool city with a ton of history. I had the best time in Lisbon, Portugal, and recommend a visit. It's a beautiful city. The food is fantastic. The street art is amazing. And the people were very nice. It was easy to get around as well. And it's well positioned to visit other places in Portugal, like Sintra, which is also great. My boyfriend and I went to see Salisbury Cathedral a while back. It's an incredible cathedral, but the reception was a tad hostile. Romania, Bulgaria, Northern Greece, North Macedonia, and the Republic of Georgia can all cost significantly under half the price of Western European countries, with as much history, culture, nature, hiking, and delicious food. You can hike through the mountains of Transylvania, Mount Vitosha, and the mountains near the ancient Rila Monastery, the area surrounding Lake Ohrid, which houses monasteries where the Cyrillic alphabet was invented, or beautiful remote mountain villages and valleys like Juta, Mount Kazbaji, or Ushgili, the highest altitude place in Europe that is inhabited year-round. Many of these countries, even in the capitals, are also significantly safer than walking through downtown Rome or Paris. For comparison, a semi-6-bed hostel room in the center of Rome will cost you around $25. A private hotel room at a decent guest house in Kazbagi, Georgia, which is basically a beautiful mountain paradise with access to multiple breathtakingly beautiful hikes, will cost the same. And that's on the expensive side for the country. If you are in Europe, you can get flights from many European cities to Sofia, Bucharest, or Kutaisi for somewhere between $15-50. Belgrade is like super cheap and also beautiful. Vienna, Austria is worth a visit. My favorites. Porto, nicest people I ever encountered. Beautiful buildings. Cheap food. Surfing. Lisbon, same as Porto, only a little bigger. Little less friendly, but still super friendly. More of a big city feel. Amsterdam, just to have visited once. London. Paris. Rome, amazing cities. If you are from the US, it might seem like you are visiting one country with different states. But 100 miles apart there could be quite different cultures. So lots of cities that have total different things to offer. What are you looking for in your destinations? Cliffs of Moher in Ireland is one of the most breathtaking places I've seen in person. Thank you for watching this video. Leave a thumbs up, comment your own stories, and don't forget to subscribe for new videos daily.